What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another video. For the scent of the day, the first thing that I have going is my wax melt warmer. And I couldn't tell you what fragrance is in here because I threw away the little packaging, but I think it's lavender lemon something. And I finally have this back because I just got some new light bulbs for it, and the ones that I did have in here before were too low of a wattage, so they wouldn't melt the wax correctly. And the other thing that I have today is this candle. And obviously I don't have it burning yet because I want to show you how cute it looks in the little container. You could tell that it doesn't really burn evenly, but it does smell really good. So I'm actually gonna light that right now, so it'll be burning while we do this video. If you're new around here, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you will never miss anything interesting. And I do upload every single day on Instagram and on Reddit, so if you like new, daily, updated content, be sure to go follow me over on there. So last time I made a commentary video, you guys seem to really enjoy it, so I'm just gonna do another commentary video today. And I actually brewed some coffee, and this isn't anything special, it's just Maxwell House. But let's be honest, it's mostly creamer. And this is the Dunkin' Donuts Extra Extra, and I can't get enough of this, it's so good. So I figured I would just make some coffee, sit back, and have a chill talk with you guys today. So before we get started with this video, I'm gonna put a little disclaimer out there. This video that I'm making today is just for fun. Everything that we're gonna be talking about is my opinion only. Just because I say something does not mean you have to agree with me. And if I say something that offends you, don't be a baby about it. Have an actual conversation debating me in the comments. I would love to chat with you. And lastly, everything that we're going to be talking about today, I absolutely mean no offense to any creator that does do these things. So what we're going to be talking about today are 10 popular topics in the beauty industry that drive me absolutely insane. I watch, read, and research a lot of different beauty content, and the things that I'm about to point out here happen very, very frequently across multiple platforms. They just stand out to me so much. This might need its own video because it's kind of interesting to talk about. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the word skin tone and the color nude. So I really, really dislike it when you're watching somebody and they hold up a product to feature it and they're trying to describe the color to you and they say a skin tone shade. And you look at the product and it's a very light neutral tone. I don't know about you, but last time I checked, there wasn't just one shade denoting skin tone. The word skin tone can mean a ton of different shades. So when you point to a light beige color and call it skin tone, I just think that's absolutely crazy. And along the same terms, we're going to talk about the word nude. People usually reference a light tone shade with the word nude, but that's not what nude means. The actual definition of nude is a neutral shade of brown mixed with a little bit of white. And if you mix those tones up, you can actually get quite a variety of different nude shades. Nude doesn't just mean one color. It's just very ironic to me because these same people that commit these offenses are the same ones that are screaming and screaming for an increase in varied shade range. Yet even in their own content, they fail to do it. Okay, here's a big one, guys. This is number 2, and we're gonna talk about the word obsessed. I get it. I truly get it. You obviously love the product. In fact, you frequently obsess over multiple products over and over and over again. But truly, the word obsessed means that your entire mind is preoccupied to a troubling extent of nothing but that item. And I really don't believe that's the case with every single item you try. The word obsessed is an example in the beauty community that's a very overused word and highly misunderstood. Okay guys, the next few that we're going to be talking about are along the same lines because there are a few different words that I really wanted to point out that get under my skin. And this next one is a very big one, and it is the word effortlessly. Again, this is a very highly overused word. I hear this word everywhere. In my content that I make, I specifically refrain from using it because it is so overused. If you do a quick Google search, there are over 500 synonyms for that word alone. And when you're sitting there putting on a full face of makeup, the word effortlessly shouldn't be the only word in your vocabulary used to describe the application process. Okay guys, our next word is the word emollient. This is one of those words that I hear used incorrectly in almost all cases. The word emollient itself is an adjective or a noun, and it specifically refers to a product that has the quality of softening or soothing the skin. I watched a video once where somebody was mixing up a pasta for a cooking show, and she described the process as being emollient. And I highly believe that if you're going to use any word in the English language, you should know its definition before you use it. So the people that are incorrectly using the term emollient are not doing their proper research, and they're trying to target industry-specific key terms when they don't know what else to say. We're on to number 5, guys, and number 5 is the word shook. Personally, I'm not against slang at all. I think it spices up a conversation and it can be fun to use. However, I'm against the overabundance of slang in one's vocabulary. So technically, the word shook means to be strongly affected by an event or emotionally unsettled. And given that definition, honestly, I don't think there's anything pertaining to cosmetics that is emotionally unsettling enough to be shook about. There are so many other words to describe feelings and emotion, and I just find the word shook to be unoriginal and tired. We're making our way, guys. We're halfway through. We're on to number 6, which is the term, purple is hard to formulate. So honestly, answer me this. Who hasn't heard that term? When somebody reviews a brand new palette, they always use this excuse for a lackluster purple shade. They always say, well, purple is hard to formulate, so, we'll just let it pass. In today's industry, the shades have been repeated so many times over that they've had the time and the opportunity to perfect the formulas. So there should be no excuse for having poorly performing shades. And my question to you is, what about finding a good matte white or a good matte black? In my opinion, it is far more difficult to find a good quality, pigmented, intense matte white or matte black. And I have been searching for a long time, and those formulas are very hard to find. Now, number 7 kind of goes along with number 1, but it's also a little bit different. And I'm gonna pop up a few pictures here of what I am talking about, and it is the term transition shade. When people review a palette and they open it up to kind of discuss the color story with everybody, anytime they pass up a light tan shade, they designate that immediately as a good transition shade. But for who? I don't find this statement to be inclusive at all. Only a fraction of consumers would be able to use a light tan or a light beige transition shade in this manner. So by saying this, they're completely excluding darker skinned people and their ability to use the palette. Number 8 is kind of a weird one, but this is one of my biggest pet peeves. And what we're going to be talking about is most words that end in ILE. A good example of what I'm talking about is the word versatile. People tend to drag this word out and make it a 4-syllable word, emphasizing the last syllable with a long vowel. Some other words that I hear mispronounced in the same manner all the time are volatile, fragile, chamomile, and missile. This whole thing that I'm talking about right now is so common that I've actually gotten used to it. However, sometimes it still catches me off guard. Number 9 is a blanket statement, and it is, trust the process. I'm willing to bet that each of you watching this video has heard that statement at some point. When you're watching somebody do their makeup and they're unsure what they're doing, they usually make the blanket statement of trust the process to ward off any uncertainty. But in my opinion, they're forgetting something. The actual reality with makeup is that it just doesn't always turn out picture perfect. And whatever process that we use doesn't always satisfy us. So I disagree. Don't ever put your trust in the process. Put your trust in the knowledge that continuous practice will give you great skill. And my last one, and this one's a kind of a funny one, and I called this one split languages. So I personally watch beauty content in all different languages. But what really irks me is when I'm watching an American creator that speaks English as a first language and they interchange their words with British English. And I have 3 common examples of which I speak. The first word is the color mauve. In American English, we say the color mauve. In British English, they say mauve. So I hear this word interchanged all the time. And the second word is the word apricot. American English states apricot, and British English is apricot. Again, hear it interchange all the time. And the last word is mascara. American English says mascara, while British English says mascara. And those are the 3 that I can think of that are most commonly interchanged. And if you can think of any more, please leave them in the comment section down below. So yeah, guys, that was my list of 10 pet peeves in the beauty industry. And I would really love to hear what yours are. So let's have that conversation in the comment section down below. Let me know what your #1 biggest pet peeve in the beauty industry is. I'm excited to hear it. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you had fun listening to my biggest pet peeves. And that's all I have for you today. So if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you didn't like this video, hit the thumbs down button. And until next time,